Hello, welcome to another vlog where I prepare for an art market. My name is Angelica and I'm a wedding photographer and printmaker and illustrator on the side. And in this very long vlog, sorry about that, I show you how I visual print Christmas cards, package a lot of things, and in the end I'll talk about the market and how it went. I will also talk about pricing over there and how much I earned and what prints performed well and which didn't. So if you're like an illustrator yourself, I think that would be very interesting. There is another video about all of this, and this is just part 2, and I know it's so long, but I decided to show you the full spectrum of it all as I've spent so much time on this project and I wanted to keep it real. I'll use chapters so you can click on the timestamps that you'll find interesting. This video is for you if you'd like to see more about riso printing, or if you want to know what it's like to prepare for an art market, or if you're like an artist yourself, because in the end I also talk about the costs and which prints perform well. And just make a cup of tea and put this on in the background, I guess. It's Monday morning. I'm on my way to the studio, the printmaking studio. I'm in a bit of a hurry because I think it's dry now, but it's gonna rain really bad, so I'm leaving early. I'm a bit flustered because I grabbed all my stuff. For some reason, lost my Apple Pencil somewhere in the house. I don't think I'll need it, hopefully, but let's go work there. Make my riso prints and cut some more cardboards, yay! And of course work. I also saw that my video wasn't doing that well, and I am now like in some sort of identical crisis. Like, how weird is it to make videos about yourself and put it on the internet? When I think about it like that, it's absolutely crazy. What am I thinking doing this? Anyway, do know that I appreciate every comment so much. It's like the biggest dopamine rush ever. So thank you if you ever commented on my one of my videos. Thank you. Okay, I have to really sleep now. Okay, bye. Als ik aan de kerst sta, dan zijn we natuurlijk helemaal niet met kerst, maar toch. Zijn wel cute. Precies, dit is gewoon een speciale kerstpuffin. Een Christmaspuffin, ja precies. Die woont alleen maar op het eiland van Sinterklaas, zou ik zeggen, maar de kerstman. Hi, welcome to some very dramatic lighting. Yeah, just thought it was time for a little update. I am currently drinking another coffee. I just thrifted this cup last week. And it's funny because it always reminds me of something. One of my friends, she had to do some videos for work, also on YouTube, and she once told me that they advised her not to drink any coffee beforehand because then you'll get a very dry mouth. Not a great voice, I guess, for videos. And here I am, always drinking coffee. So sorry about that. What I've been doing so far is, well, quite a lot actually. So I've been printing my riso prints, my riso Christmas cards. I was a little surprised at first with the, I think I'm just gonna take off my glasses. I just know they are going to be really, really horrible in reflection. I think it's really weird to see myself without glasses now. I also am not wearing any makeup or anything, so you know, you get like this really bare face. But whatever. I printed the riso cards and I wasn't sure at first, but I think eventually they turned out nice, but I really had to adjust a few things. I'm gonna cut them tomorrow. I don't have them here, they're still drying, because the riso is also, it doesn't really settle into the paper completely. Also, I've been experimenting with a bit more of a chatty vlog because for some reason they do perform well, even though I really don't like watching chatty vlogs of other people, but I guess they're just really good for the background while you're doing something else, maybe printmaking yourself or drawing. So I'm trying not to cut too much, but it's really hard because my mind is everywhere, all over the place. I've got some erasers. Oh, this is good ASMR, I think. Wait. So it's been a bit of a chaotic week, to be quite honest, but I am nearly finished with everything. I've like cut out everything, cut out all cardboard. Oh, oh yay. Supposedly one of these, I think this one, is for creasing and it would be perfect. So I'm just gonna go and try that with a sample. It's the same kind of paper, which is a bio top. Let me just see if this is working. Huh. Okay, it's not perfect. Oh, yeah. But this is just so much better than I thought it would be. So I'm really pleased with this because I thought I would need to do this all by hand. And I think this is going to make it so much easier. As you can see, I think I've got everything packed now. As you can see, it's quite a lot. This is not everything yet. I still have some cards. This is not cards. These are all the etchings and linos. And here I have another. Here I have like another batch, and I think the problem with, or not really the problem, but the reason why it takes so much time in my case is because I make a lot of originals, or more like linocuts that aren't, and they all have different sizes, and lately I really try to make them like fit into an A4 sized or A3 sized or A5 sized frame, I guess. So, but back in the day I didn't really keep it in mind, and I had to cut everything and also cut out all the cardboard and different sizes, use different foils. It's a whole lot of work. At one point I gave up and just used this. I am not sure if you can see my face, so I'm just gonna check. Also, I just used this cute little bandana. I also see that with Alexan, illustrator I follow on YouTube. She always uses these bandanas. I think they look very cute on her, so I'm trying it myself. Might not look the best with this shirt, but you know, whatever. Anyway, and this is a big pile of riso prints. I have some more here in free size. This is a really old one of my first riso prints. More recent one. Got several of these left. I've got like a different coloring. So, and of course these. I also have a few of these as well. The thing also is with riso prints is that not every print is usable, because when the paper shifts in a different layer of color, it doesn't match perfectly anymore, it doesn't really align. And for the drawings that I use, it is really necessary. It is really necessary to line up, so that makes them not really sellable anymore. Got more here. I didn't like glue this down because, you know, if I don't sell them, I could always use them for something else in the future. I have a whole lot of these because I got so many great reactions on this one. I thought I would sell more in my web shop, and I think I sold 2. So, I mean, that's just the life of the real life of, I guess, an artist online. You know, it might look like I'm successful, but really, I think this year I've made like 150 euros in sales, and it's already almost the end of the year. So, yeah, and I also have a lot of bunches riso prints as well. This is really my first like proper riso prints, and I have 3 left. This one, not sure if you can see anything at all because the camera is quite far away, but you know. And this, and it's now Friday, and it's beautiful, beautiful weather. I really want to go outside, and I've decided, because I don't have a car, I'm already going to bring a huge part to the print studio, because, you know, I also work there, so I just hope to store some in the office. They're closed tomorrow anyway, so I don't think they'll be in the way for someone. And it would give me a little bit of ease of mind on Sunday, because it's like a 20-25 minute walk, and it's too far away to walk 2 times on Sunday. They look so cute. So it's the next day, and I'm going to talk about how the day was. It's also going to be my second time talking about this because my brain is absolutely fried. I hadn't had a great night's sleep, and I'm still overstimulated, I guess, from yesterday. But also my brain has been a little bit funky for over the last week or so. It's all been a little bit overwhelming, I guess. So it's really hard to find words. So that's why I'm going to attempt another time, another try. Okay, this is what I mean. Anyway, another attempt at making a proper outro to this video. How did it go? It went above my expectations, which is so nice. I made quite a lot of sales. I made 37 sales. I had people visiting me from YouTube, like they were following me on YouTube, and were coming from all kinds of places, which was so much fun. I totally forgot to ask your names, so I'm sorry about that. I was just so overwhelmed, I guess. A bit flustered. But it was so nice for you to visit, and it's also so nice to hear that people watch my videos and listen to what I say. I think that's so much fun, so much love. It was amazing. I had a really great time. I haven't been filming much because I was basically just enjoying the day, being a little bit overwhelmed, but in a good way. And there were quite a lot of sales happening. There were times where I couldn't really go to the bathroom or so because, you know, or people had to wait to pick up my prints, or I had to sign like leaflets. We were working with leaflets that I had to sign, and they had to get to cash desk, if you'd like to say it like that, and then have to return the leaflet and then could hand them over the prints. It was a lot of hassle that way, but I think it's also because that way the printmaking studio has a bit of a overview of their sales, because they get like 25% of the actual sales, and it is quite a lot of money. But I also realized, I mean, I also work at the printmaking studio as a content creator, and so we also really work hard on making these events as popular as possible. I work really hard on like social media and newsletters and advertising to make it work, and it was even busier than last year. It was really crowded at times. It was quite busy, so we were overall very happy, very pleased how it turned out. So work-wise and also other work-wise, it was a success in both ways. So that's really great, and I really felt like at the day, at some point, like really riding some sort of high. It's really weird, because at first you're like, oh, I'm sold a print, and that's so cool, and then you'll get another and another, and at one point where like I had these leaflets, and I'm like, if I could just like get to 10 leaflets, that would be so great. And then at one point you'll be like, maybe I can get to 20, and then at one point you're like, maybe I can get to 30. I've got like 29 leaflets, so that means 29 people bought something from me, and some people bought multiple things. So to the money, I'm just going to be honest with you with what I've made. It's going to be an estimation, because I'm not going to get into the cost of printing. I will show you something, how much it was to print the Christmas cards and the puffin prints. I have a receipt on my phone, I'll show you later. But first, I've made, I think, around 511 euros in sales, which is so much more than last year. And 25% of that is still going to the printmaking studio. I also paid 23 euros for the entrance fee, if you'd like to call it, and remains like around 350 euros, and I still have to pay taxes and everything over that. So overall, if you take into account the amount of work that I've had, it's of course not feasible. I mean, it's not really cost effective at all, but that's what I knew beforehand, and I really went into this just wanting to show people my work and talk about my work, because there were also lots of people who were giving compliments. They didn't buy anything, but they were like, oh, I really love your work, you have really great, it's really this, and colors, and that's also really nice. I mean, that's also just worth the effort, honestly. I have a bit of a art school trauma, and I don't even say that lightly. It has been, it has taken me, this is now 15 years ago, and it has taken me like 10 years to even show people my art, or to even start making art, because I haven't made art in a very long time after art school. It was honestly quite depressing. I sold lots of riso prints. I've sold 30 riso prints and 7 linocuts, so that means 37 pieces in total, which I think is amazing. The biggest one were the Christmas cards, which I had expected, but they weren't doing really well in the beginning, so I didn't realize how much I'd sold. But I sold 9 pieces of them, like 9 sets of these cards, which is very surprising for me. If I just get like the production cost out of it, I'm already happy. I've also sold like 4 of these bigger puffin prints. Some people even wanted it bigger. But you know, I've tried to make as many sizes as possible, but at one point you have to stop. Like, I've made this one in A3 sized, and some people were asking for A4 sized, but that was just a bit too much for me. I think I've sold like around 11 or 12. Let me have a look. 11 A4 size prints, riso prints, that is. For linocuts, I also sold a few of these, like 1, I think, or 2, maybe 2 of these, of the Kingfisher. I sold like riso prints, the A4 size. These were also quite popular in the end. In the beginning I didn't sell any, and then I just sold like 4. And I've got like a few of these. These are also quite popular, which I'm really happy about, because I have so many of these. Really need to get rid of those. And my favorite thing is like when little kids buy something for like in their room, and I feel like especially this print is very girly, so really young girls really love this, and they also always really love the riso prints because, you know, the bright colors and the bright pink. And so yesterday a few girls were buying prints for their room, which is just so sweet. Makes my heart melt. So that's very nice. So that's what I mostly sold. I sold a few linocuts. I'm not going into detail, otherwise it will be way too long. And from what I've learned is that I think my work is very approachable. Lots of people like flowers and plants and color, so that's one thing. And my work doesn't really have a deep meaning, but you know, that's fine. You don't really want to make deep meaning art, I guess. Sometimes just making decorative things is fun as well. And I'm just very pleased with how everything went. And lots of people got my business cards as well. They were almost all out of them. So that's very nice. I'm really happy I got some new followers on Instagram, maybe on YouTube, who knows. And yeah, it was overall a very successful day. And I am really happy. But I'm also glad I made a bit of money, because now I can have money to make more prints, because I am obsessed with printmaking and I need to stop. So please come up to my web shop and buy some more of my art, so I have more space and more money to make more prints. Okay, this has been long enough. Thank you, bye.